Hi everybody. This is the second video I've done looking at the D&D Beyond tools, which are Wizards of the Coast digital online tools for 5th edition to support 5th edition D&D. It's all website based. This is at dndbeyond.com. That's DND, not D and D, but just D, the letter N, the letter D, beyond.com. And right now everything's in beta, so you can play with whatever you want. There is a free versus premium pricing scheme coming down the pike. But for right now, you can come check this out. And this is as of June 30th, 2017. So we already had the compendium in phase 1. I went over that in a previous video, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. But it's kind of like, well, not kind of like, it is. It's the SRD. So if it's part of the system resources document or system resource document, then you can get it for free here and kind of look around and get rules and stuff like that. There's some other websites out there that that have SRD content. So I think what will really get people excited about D&D Beyond are the new phases, which just opened up. It says all 3 D&D beta phases, DDB, D&D Beyond beta phases are now unlocked for testing. And I think this just happened last night. This first chance I've had to take a look at it. I kind of tweeted out about it last night and everything. But anyway, I think what will really get people excited is the create a character stuff. You can create characters and store characters on the site. And then there's this homebrew content. So what we're going to do, because I imagine it'll take the longest to go through the create a character stuff, let's take a look at the homebrew content, and then we'll come back to create a character. And these are the 2 new areas that have unlocked for the beta. So homebrew content, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I personally, this is not really where my excitement lies. I'm more interested in the compendium, the rules compendium, and the character stuff. But you can view and create homebrew spells, magic item, and monsters. So this could really take off. I don't know. Since my personal interest level isn't in this, I haven't thought about it a lot. But I know that there's a lot of people out there who will really like this kind of thing. So let's view some homebrew spells. People are already creating homebrew stuff. Let's see. Binkle's ultimate step. Let's check this out. This is a 9th level spell. A giant spectral hand appears before the target, dealing, yeah, this is a little bit ridiculous, dealing 10,000 D10 force damage. The target is then teleported to a random plane of existence. So that's duration, you get no save. There's no attack roll. This is, I mean, it's 9th level, but I still kind of, you need a severed hand to throw it. Here, I don't know. This is kind of the example of, I think, the homebrew stuff that's dumb, 10,000 D10. But I guess if you're dealing like immortal level rules or something, let's maybe look at something a little more reasonable. Okay, arcane strength. Let's check it out. The caster imbues his body with power absorbed from the outer planes, increasing his physical strength by +2 for 1 hour. Okay, also giving advantage in strength saving throws during this time. The skin of the user gets a shining light purple tone, which gives disadvantage in stealth checks if not completely covered. Being the DM's choice of the character, I don't know. It's a bonus action, and evidently it's not a cantrip. I don't know. I like this spell other than the skin of the user gets a light purple, whatever. But anyway, that's just a maggot. There's a conjure giant maggot. Okay. D&D Beyond has just completely redeemed itself. 3rd level spell, and you summon a giant writhing maggot that appears in unoccupied spaces that you can see within range. The maggot is challenge rating 2 monster with the following stats. Slimy hugging. Okay, so anyway, there's some examples, and there's probably some really good stuff in here and some really bad stuff in here. Death Strike is a cantrip. Okay, we got to take a look at that. You lash out with your weapon using the blood spilled from your target to bolster your own health. You must make a melee attack. Target suffers the attack's normal effects. You gain temporary hit points equal to your con modifier. Is a cantrip? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole here. And if you want to create a spell, then you can choose a school, I guess you can take the spells that are already in the rules and alter them, or you can create completely from scratch. Gives you a little bit of information about creating homebrew. Now there is the rules and guidelines for homebrew content creation. If you have questions about what is acceptable, let's take a look at that. Things not allowed. All right, naming and shaming, personal information, spamming and trolling, creating content with any of the following subjects. Okay, so there's just, yeah, there's stuff in here that they know that people are gonna try to stuff in there, either accidentally or on purpose. You may not create content with the following. So if it's not SRD or basic rules, you can't do that. And the basic rules are the free rules that they give out. You can actually, there's a fully free playable version of D&D that you can get from the Wizards of the Coast website. Can't quote text from Wizards of the Coast paid publication, et cetera, et cetera. So basically just stuff. You can't link to content outside of the D&D Beyond website. So you can't, your spells description, I can't say, hey, come check out Shane Place. Come check it out. So anyway, okay. So let's take a look at, so I did, just for, let's see. So I can search by school or spell. Remember, this is if you want to create based on an existing spell. Create from scratch. You start from scratch. My favorite all-time spell is Magic Missile. So let's take a look at Magic Missile. There it is. Okay, create. Let's take a look at what we can do here. It's thinking. There we go. Your spell's been created. You can now add additional information or view your spell. Okay, go away. Copy of Magic Missile. Action. I'm going to change this to paralyzing. Magic Missile of Peril. How do you spell paralyzation? Is that right? Nope, it doesn't like that. Okay, I spelled that right. So paralyzation missile. All right, casting time 1 action. I'm not going to make it a bonus action. I'm not going to make it a reaction. There's no material, but I will say there's verbal and somatic. It's ranged. Range distance is, I'll make it 60 feet. Instantaneous. Okay, you create 1 glowing dart of magical force. This dart automatically hits 1 target, 1 creature. Actually, how does yeah, hit this dart? Okay, and then this dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. If the creature is your level or lower, it is paralyzed for 1d4 rounds. If it is higher than your level, there is no effect. How's that? All right. I'm going to make it a second level spell. What is enhanced conjuration, divination, abjuration? What kind of spell would paralyze you? All right, so I'm going to make it it was a evocation. I'm going to make it an enchantment since you're paralyzing someone. So this is the way I'm going to play. You create one glowing dart of magical force, of magical enchantment. This dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. If the creature is your level or lower, it is paralyzed for 1d4 rounds. If it is higher than your level, there is no effect. At higher levels, when you cast from third level or higher, I'm going to make this a second level spell, since it's you know, it's doing some crowd control here. The spell creates the spell can affect one level higher than your effective character level. I'm going to make that class level. So it's based on, if you're multi-classing or whatever, it's based on the level of your sorcerer or wizard class. For each higher level. So if you cast it at third level, then you can go, like if you're third level and you cast it at third level, then you could affect somebody who's fourth level or whatever. So you create one glowing dart. Star hits creature of your choice. So it automatically hits, and if they're your level or lower, you automatically paralyze them. Then your class level, if creature is your class level or lower. Okay. Higher level scaling. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Ah. Okay. So it's character level indicates spell. Okay, I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay, so that's enough. I'm spending more time on this than I wanted. Let's make that version 1. Create one glowing dart of magical enchantment. So it's a creature of your choice. You can see within range. If the creature is your class level or lower, it is paralyzed for 1d4 rounds. If it is higher than your class level, there's no effect. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of third level or higher, the spell can affect one level higher than your class level for each higher level. For example, if your class level is 4 and you cast this as a third level spell, you can affect a 5th level creature or below. Okay, hopefully that's sufficiently confusing. All right. Higher levels, modifiers, conditions. I probably should put that condition on there. It applies paralyzed. What is this? 1d4 rounds. 1d4. All right. Save. Oh, the duration. Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna do that then because it won't let me put in 1d4, so I'm going to cancel that. Go back. Yeah, it keeps changing this. Parallelization. Let's make up a fun name. Let's see. Peppo's parallel. I don't know who Peppo is, but he just invented a spell. Evocation, casting time 1 action, second level spell. It's enchantment, 60 range. Man, it completely wiped out everything I did. Look at that. I guess because I hit cancel when I was over in conditions. Hold on, let me set this up. I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, so here we go. Peppo's Paralyzation Missile. I was looking, I don't see where I can put an image in here, so I guess it just defaults to an image. So I'm gonna save that. So I modified um, I modified Magic Missile basically. Let's see here. Add additional details for your spell. These fields are okay. I think did I not save everything? Peppo's Paralyzation Missile. I don't know. Did that work? I don't know. Let's view homebrew spells. It was a second level spell, right? 1 action. All right, let's see if I can find it. Peppo. Well, I don't even see it now. Did my spell not make it in there? I don't know. All spells. I don't know. Maybe I messed it up. Arg. There's a spell named Arg. Okay then, that's fantastic. Yeah, let's just look at everything by alphabetical. Nope, Peppo's didn't make it in there. Maybe there's an approval process or something, or maybe I did something wrong. But anyway, that's enough on spells. Let's go back to the homebrew stuff. I'm not going to do that with every type. I mean, there's a magic item. You can create homebrew magic items. Go off a basic template or create from scratch. Let's take a look at 1 or 2 magic items that are in here. Belt of Elvenkind, why not? I wonder what that little triangle is there. It's a rare, wondrous item. While wearing this belt, you gain the following benefits. Addition. So there's dexterity increase, charisma checks made to interact with elves. You have saving throws, it's being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. You have dark vision. Okay, so basically, if you're not an elf, you gain all this extra stuff. If you are an elf, you get this as well. In addition, while attuned to the belt, you have a 2% chance each day to dawn to grow elf ears if you're capable of growing them, or visibly pointier ears. Okay, so while you wear it, you become more elf-like, basically. Let's look at one more. Backpack of Secrets. Sure, why not? This backpack has a secret interior space only accessible to the creature attuned to it that can hold up to 120 pounds, not to exceed a volume of 16 cubic feet. Every time an item is put inside, the attuned creature can mentally choose if it will be a secret, making it inaccessible to everyone else. That's pretty cool. If the backpack is turned inside out, only its public contents spill forth, leaving the secret content unharmed. But the backpack must be put right again before it being used again. So it's a mini bag of holding. Placing a backpack of secrets inside an extra dimensional space created by Heward's handy haversack, portable holder, bag of holding, or similar item, or vice versa. If you use a secret compartment, instantly stores both items. Open gate. Okay, so it's kind of very similar to bag of holding and other stuff. So that's pretty clever. That's actually really clever. And then, where's my homebrew creations? Peppo's Paralyzation Muscle. So it's there. Oh, its status is private. I don't want it to be. Is it published? Oh, it's not published. Ah, okay. So I didn't publish it. There we go. Private, never submitted. How do we submit it? Oh, let me edit it. And let me publish it. Enter your homebrew spell in the moderation queue to publish and share public with the community. Okay. So now that's why it wasn't in there. You have to submit it for review. So okay, that's why it wasn't in there. My homebrew creations, monsters, same thing. You can go through and make monsters, which is super. I know there's people that are going to have a ton of fun with this. Let's see. Let me go to the last page. Shambling horde, a shrieker. I thought we already had a shrieker. Runic beast, skeletal slime hound. Okay, let's take a look at the slime hound. Medium beast, unaligned. So it gets your stats, skills, damage immunities, keen hearing and smell. Slime hound has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. Slime form. If the slime hound would die, it instead becomes a pool of slime. If the slime takes any fire damage, it is destroyed, but cannot otherwise take any damage, be destroyed, or be separated. After a long rest, slime hound reverts to dog form at maximum hit points. Interesting. So it's got a multi-attack, bite. It's got a tentacle. Big slime tentacle comes out. And then there's some description here. So, and it's in the Underdark. So it's very nice. I mean, there's some really cool stuff that people are doing here and are going to do here. I have a Gigantosaurus. Sorry, let's check out the Giganto. It looks like there's a staple or stock art here. Modrons and a party hiding from Modrons, it looks like. Has nothing to do with a Gigantosaurus. Huge beast, unaligned. What's the CR on this bad boy? Challenge 9, armor class 13. So multi-attack, bite, tail. So it's just a big, huge dinosaur. Giant Venus flytrap. Heck yeah. It's vulnerable to fire. It's got all these condition immunities. Tremor sense. Sylvan understands. It can understand Sylvan but can't speak it. Multi-attack, root grab, bite. Charming pheromones, root grab. It's an opportunist. When charmed, target moves within 5 feet of flytrap. Flytrap may use its reaction to make a bite attack. And forest, swamp. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Let's see how many Celestials have been made. Alumnock, the pink unicorn. I'm not looking. Just saying. All right, so let's go back to homebrew content and let's take a look at real quick. So if we want to create a homebrew monster, let's just grab an adult copper dragon, and let's see what we get to work with. We're creating a copy of a monster. So you have to change the name. It fills in everything for you. And then I guess you can add stuff. Languages, senses, skills, movement. And then this is the legendary actions, and the actions description is free text. Reactions description, special traits. So instead of drag and drop or hit a checkbox or whatever, you just fill that in. Now there's all this stuff. It's scores, it's immunities. You could choose a small avatar, a large avatar, image, just different stuff. So pretty neat. And then if you want to create a monster from scratch, of course there's the rules and guidelines. Like with the other stuff, there's some stuff they're going to allow, some stuff they're not. Gives you some templates to work off here, generic stuff to work off of. A lot of this stuff is free text, and then there's some stuff that's fill in. Passive perception, does it have a layer? How many hit points does it have? Damage adjustments, I don't know. Alignment, you choose the challenge rating. It doesn't calculate. That'd be pretty cool if you just you drag and dropped and chose a bunch of stuff, and even on free text assigned it a value and it did the challenge rating for you. But anyway, pretty cool. So that's pretty hard to argue with for free right now. I'm sure later it's going to cost something. In fact, I know it is. I know I saw an article a while back talking about how much stuff's going to cost. But some stuff will always be free, like certain compendium content. and some other stuff, I don't know what, and then other stuff you'll have to pay like a monthly fee or whatever to access. So let's take a look at create a character. All right, so first of all, let's choose randomize. Create a character of any level with random statistics by setting parameters. Okay, so I want to choose I need a level 6. I'm not going to choose the race. I'm not going to choose a class. I will allow multi-class. I will allow feats. And the name is Peppo. Create character. Let's see what it does. Character. Let's see what I got. I did his dice rolls for him. He's an Aarakocra Warlock 1, Paladin 5. That's an interesting combination. He's got 50 hit points. Level 6. What's this image? And his experience, short rest. So you can give him a short rest, long rest, I guess. I don't know. He's got chill touch as a spell attack. What's this? Yeah, it doesn't automatically put in character details like alignment, but it did give his languages. Got proficiencies. Do we get any feats? Grappler. So there you go. Skills. So if you just need a super quick character, got spell. It chose spells. This is obviously fantastic for if you need a quick NPC. Just randomize something up. Probably, I would probably uh, restrict the races because I have no interest in playing an Aarakocra. I don't even know what an Aarakocra is. Um, let's see what the heck that even is. Hold on. It's a bird thingy. It's a bird thingy. So I have a bird thingy Warlock Paladin. So there you go. Edit character. Let me see if I can delete because I'd really like to delete this character. How do I delete? La la la. Names by fantasy name generator. Okay, let's randomize the name. Aswinars. Hildy. Jacqueline. Hiln. All right. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go back to characters. I'm going to try to delete this guy. My characters. Delete. Okay, by Hilne. Oh, and that automatically saved that when I was messing with the name. Okay, so back to characters. Create character, character builder. Now let's go to quick build. Create a first level character using recommended starting options. Choose race. Let's be a halfling. Class, I'm going to go old school, halfling rogue. Character name is Peppo. And this is a quick build. First level character. I told it race and class, and it built it for me. So I got a 10 hit point. I made him a stout halfling. Rogue 1. Generated some stats for me. I wonder if this is using. My guess is it's not using the standard array, but I got a 17 there on the dexterity, which is pretty sweet. He's dumb but nimble. He's got saving throw modifiers. Here's his skills. He's got a short sword. He's got 3. Why does he have 2 short swords? I guess he's dual-handed. Let's see what his. He's got all these proficiencies, class features, expertise, racial traits. Very nice. I'm impressed. Okay, backstory. So you'd have to fill in the backstory and all that stuff. Your traits, features, or abilities that have a reset condition, such as short rest, long rest, or dawn, will be listed here. You'll receive limited use features as you gain character levels. Okay, so I'm assuming that I don't know why he would need 2 short swords. I'm not seeing anything in here that makes it look like, unless he's just dual wielding, just to dual wield, but they're both +5 to hit, so that's kind of weird. He only gets one attack per action. So other than why does he have two short swords, this looks pretty cool to me. Let's go back to my characters. Let's delete Peppo. Confirm. And then finally, character builder. You can go in and create a character making choices by using a step-by-step. So you're gonna go through and you're gonna say Peppo. I'm gonna start him at first level. Allow homebrew content? No, I'm not gonna allow homebrew content for this. Is it gonna be story-based character progression or XP-based? It's gonna be XP-based. Use the standard encumbrance rules. So you can either disable or use encumbrance based on your DM or whatever. I'll go ahead and use encumbrance right now. When leveling up, increase hit points by the fixed value for your chosen class or manually roll a value. I'm a fan of manual. You get the maximum at first level, and after that you roll. That's the old school in me. Choose a race. Okay, what race do I want to be? I will be a... Now you can either be basic rules or the elemental evil player's companion. Interesting. I'll say all sources. Why not? If I just wanted to go basic rules, then that's what you would get. Elemental evil player's companion. You get all this extra stuff. I will be a... I'll be a elf. I'll be a high elf. Why not? I get +2 dexterity, dark vision, keen senses, fey ancestry, etc. Okay, I'll be that. Why not? Okay, I'm a high elf. You know, one cantrip of your choice in the wizard spell list. That's cool. You can speak extra languages. Age. What is my age? Okay, this is just information. Which cantrip do you want? I'm going to choose a cantrip. Dancing lights is always fun. I'll take minor illusion. It's thinking for a second. And now my extra language. What extra language do I want? I will take... I can speak Yeti. No, I will take Giant Eagle. I like that. It'd be kind of Elrond. Okay, next. Choose a class. I probably won't multi-class for this, but I'm rather fond of multi-classing. I like fighter wizards and that sort of thing. I will be a I'll be a wizard just to show how spell selection goes and all that. Okay. Okay. So hit points 1d6, max hit points is 12. Character level 1. Alright, proficiencies. I get to choose 2 wizard skills. I'll take Arcana, and I'll take History. Spellcasting. Manage spells. I get 3 cantrips and 1 first level spell, evidently. Yeah, so it's just giving me my... I'm just gonna... Okay, so this is everything I can choose from. So I get 3 cantrips. I'll take Dancing Lights, Firebolt, and I've already got Minor Illusion, Prestidigitation, Ray of Frost, Shape Water, and Shocking Grasp. Okay, and then I get 1 first level spell, and I always take... What? Where's Magic Missile? I always take Magic Missile. It's like my favorite spell in history. Now, one thing that this is a little disappointing, if you hover over, you don't see spell descriptions, but it's not supposed to be a replacement for the rule books. It's just a help. I'm sure that would be their argument. But what happened to Magic Missile? I'm done, right? Prepared spells, 0 of 1, 3. Do I not get, oh, so can I do more than one? I'll take Unseen Servant. Well, how many can I learn? uh, and I'll take Disguise Self. Okay. So back to manage. So I have 3 known. I'm a little confused there. I figured it would kind of say, hey, this is the most that you can choose, but I don't know. Okay, so I guess we're good there. Arcane Recovery. You have learned to regain some of your magical energy by setting your spellbook. Okay, and then available at higher levels, I can start getting this stuff. All right, let's move forward. Ability score. See, it should have done this. It should have determined ability scores before I chose spells, because that would tell me how many spells I can choose. But anyway, okay. You could choose from a fixed list. Okay, so manually enter your ability scores. If you roll to randomly determine, choose this option to record. So it doesn't have a built-in roller, it looks like. So you can do a point buy, or you can choose from a fixed. I'll just do the standard, or well, no, I'll do the point buy to show how that works. Now the standard array, I just get the standard array of abilities, but I'll do a point buy to show how that works. So I've got this many points remaining. Obviously the intelligence needs to be, I'll say pretty high intelligence. Charisma's pretty high, it's a high elf. Wisdom, I don't want to be a dullard, or, just a complete rock. Strength, I'll leave it 9. Dexterity, I'll give him 11. Constitution, alright, so I've got 6 points remaining. I'll get the dexterity up a little bit, because it is an elf after all, and I'll get that intelligence up another point, and I'll do the charisma up. So there you go. That's how I did it. So strength total score is 9, dexterity total score is 15 because of the modifier for being an elf. Constitution is 11, intelligence is 16. I got a +1 for the racial bonus. Wisdom is 10, and charisma. So I got a +2 modifier on charisma. Did I? Oh, that's the modifier base score. Okay, so that's my abilities using the point buy. Describe your character. Character details. I'm not going to go into all this, but well, I'll go neutral good. Faith, lifestyle. I'll go comfortable. Tells you how much that costs to keep up. Physical characteristics if I wanted. Personal characteristics if I wanted. Bonds, flaws, personality traits, etc. Notes, background. Let's see what background. This is it. There's only so many you can't see it all, some of it's going out of the recordable error. Acolyte, criminal spy, folk hero, noble, sage, soldier. That's it. That's all it's going to let me do. I'll choose sage. Language, 2 of your choice. I get more languages by being a sage. I should already have elvish by default. I'm a flippin' elf. And common. Researcher. Alright, suggested characteristics, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's move forward. Choose equipment. What's my starting gold? Starting gold is wizard 44 times 10. Starting equipment. You start with following equipment in addition to the equipment granted by your background. Quarterstaff or dagger. Component pouch, arcane focus. Scholar's pack or explorer's pack. And a spellbook. And then because I'm a sage, I get all this stuff. Alright. View character sheet. So the one thing that I didn't like in here was on the spells, like how does... Okay, so it showed me my my cantrips, Dancing Lights, Firebolt, and Shocking Grass. First level. I don't understand what this is. Let me take a look. So I've got 2 first level spell slots. How do I know what I know? And I got Minor Illusion as a racial thing. So I can have 4 prepared spells. I didn't like that. I mean, I don't, how do I know what I know? I'd have to go back to the rules to determine how many spells I would begin knowing, but I'll prepare Magic Missile. Can I not prepare it twice? I'll prepare all 3 of my spells. I should be able to do Magic Missile twice, right? So I don't, spell slots. So I get 2 first level, I don't understand. Oh, I think this, I've used 1. I've used another one. I think that's what that's saying. So you can kind of keep this open while you're playing. And say, oh, I've lost hit points. Yeah, okay, so this is intended to really kind of be your character sheet while you're playing. You can keep this open and use it. I'm a little confused on the spells. So if I, hold on. So if I cast Magic Missile, okay. So I cast Magic Missile at first level, and that I've only got 1 spell slot left. So I could try to cast level Magic Missile. It's asking me what level I want to cast it at, but I can't because I'm only first level, so I can't cast it at a higher level. I don't have a spell slot to do that. And then I'm going to cast Unseen Servant, and so I did that, and then it's showing me that I'm out of spells, so I would need to do a long rest. I don't know if I have my, let's see, limited use. Yeah, let me do a long rest. Take a long rest. I got my spell slots back. Let me get down some hit points. Damage. Okay, so I took 7 points of damage, and so now it's showing me I'm at 5 hit points out of 12. I'm going to go take a short rest. I'm going to spend a hit die because that's all I have. And then I got, well, did we not do it? Short rest, do it. Okay, use my arcane recovery. Okay, once per day when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. Okay. But I'm going to take a long rest. Now, I want to take a short rest and get, yeah. Okay, take a short rest. I didn't get any hit points back. I'm not sure what's going on there. Short rest. The short rest hit dice don't seem to be working unless I'm misunderstanding. If I have inspiration, I guess I can mark that I have inspiration. I use inspiration, it's gone. Yeah, the only thing I'm confused on here is characters. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be for my hit dice to get my hit points back. I take the short rest. I did not get any hit points back. But if I long rest, I got my hit points back. So anyway, that's enough on this. This is obviously a lot deeper than I've shown. I'm pretty interested in learning more, but this is a good quick overview. I mean, this is probably about 40 minutes right now that I've spent just dinking around with it. So remember, this is D&D Beyond. Right now it's free beta tools. Eventually some of these features will start costing you. I have a feeling this is going to be a hit. The homebrew content is actually, I think, going to be more interesting than I first anticipated. I definitely see people using this. Peppo's my paralyzation missile has still not been approved. And I assume it will be. There wasn't anything controversial in there. But, whoa, wait a minute. All spells, and I just searched for, oh, because I'm looking in homebrew spells. Okay, let's fix that. How is Magic Missile not showing up? So anyway, thanks for watching this Shane Play sort of quick review, quick look, first look at the new tools in D&D Beyond, and we will catch you next time on Shane Plays. Please leave maybe a comment, a thumbs up on this video. It helps a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate it.